Anglers Extra.
And we're back on the Anglers Extra pregame show. Time for the Manager's Show, sponsored by Chatham Bakery with John Schiffner. John, a pretty special day for you today.
Yeah, I guess it still hasn't hit me, but yeah, today's it. Teaching career is over after 36 years.
Pretty remarkable. John, or Schiff, for those of you who don't know, high school history teacher for 36 years in Plainfield, Connecticut, and today was your last day. How was it? How was it?
It was a normal day, basically. You know, I did do 1 year in New Jersey. I taught a year in Jersey, then 35 at Plainfield, but it was pretty normal. You know, everybody was anxious to get out of school, get out of the building, as I was, and I don't think it's going to completely hit me at this point. Because my routine hasn't changed. This is it. Summer, like, you know, it's okay. School is out today. Go coach the A's, you know, and then it's like coach the A's, maybe get 10 days off, maybe at the end of the summer and zoom back to school. When that happens, I think that'll be where I'll kind of go, there's a void here, you know, and we'll see. But it was a lot of fun.
Your public persona, has revolved a lot around this team. But during the year, you know, you're a teacher, and I know that it hasn't quite sunk in yet for you. But what are you going to remember most about all those years teaching kids in the classroom?
The laughs. There'll be people who from Plainfield who hear this and they'll go, oh, yeah, he's right. I was not the most difficult teacher they ever had. I felt the experience was good. I felt that, you know, they'll figure it out. I presented the material and tried to have a good time with the kids. I always kind of had a philosophy that high school is getting out of high school is very important part of everyone's life because it's a real change. They're either going on to college or they're going to go to the work world. So either or, you got to have a good time. So we try to have a loose classroom. We have a lot of fun. Tried to get as much stuff as done as we could. I'm sure my department chairman, that's why I became department chairman, so nobody would break my chops, but would say, well, he didn't finish the curriculum. But you know what? We did a good job in what we did, and there was a lot of time for life's lessons. And I think that was one of the things that most of my kids will appreciate because I was never, you know, I was always honest with the kids and told them oftentimes that, you know, I'll get your back because there are certain things that I thought that over the years administration might have been making a mistake on, and administration's the boss, so that's their. And I would try to explain to kids in terms like, hey, they've got to do that. That's the way life is going to be when you get out of here. So that's what I think I'd like to leave the most with those kids, that they learn life lessons from me, and some history and some kind of psychology, some sociology. That would be it. And want to be remembered. I think that's, you know, just want to be remembered. If I'm not, then I must have not made any kind of impact at all.
How do you want to be remembered by those kids?
It doesn't matter. Be remembered. You know, you have to, if you're going to be remembered, you must have left some kind of impact. Hopefully most of them are positive. And that would be really, you know, I think that's what really would make it for me, is that it was a positive impact on a lot of those kids.
I really would have liked to have taken a class with you. It sounds a lot like some of the things that you do with the kids on the field and the kids in the classroom are the same in terms of imparting lessons. Would that be a fair assessment?
No question, because you're a teacher on the field. You're always a teacher. You know, if you're in this particular profession, whether it's coaching or teaching, you're always a teacher. You're teaching the game. You're teaching the nuances of the game, and you take that. And let's face it, this is only a part of their lives. How many of these guys are going to leave here or leave Plainfield High and go to the major leagues? No, not that many. But most of them are going to go on and become adults, responsible adults, parents. They're going to be in the workforce, and they're going to be community members, and they've got to learn life's lessons to survive, to cooperate, to get together, So I think that's the most important thing, and that's what we try to do here. You know, we try to talk to these guys, and, you know, I'm never going to browbeat these guys. I'm not going to beat these guys up. If I lose my temper 3 or 4 times during the whole summer, it's a lot because it's not worth it. And, you know, you just got to teach these guys and tell them in real simple terms, hey, what you just did, it was not good. You need to change that. You need to adjust. You need to change that behavior or whatever's going on. You need to adjust or something like that. And that's what teaching's all about, is talking about getting everyone to reach their potential, whether it's as a baseball player or as a person.
Well, you're done teaching in the classroom, but not done teaching here, and you're not at Veterans Field, but not a bad place to spend after your final day of teaching. I know you like Lowell Park. Do you have any favorite parts of this place?
Yeah, I can think of one time where Justin Smoke hit one, probably hit it to Barnstable here. Justin's with the Mariners, or I don't know if he's still with them or not, but he hit a home run here that people still talk about, and it was, bittersweet. We were on the receiving end of it. It was a monstrous home run. Saw some great pitching performances at this ballpark. Loved coming here. Hit a few home runs myself out of this ballpark. It's a little short out there in left field. This is one of the the classic ballparks of the Cape Cod League. It's a beautiful field, a beautiful setting. Cotuit's been always one of those really, really good teams. They're always well coached by whomever was here, and it's a special memory just to be here because of and I always think of I believe it was 1980 or 1981 Sports Illustrated issue that did a special on the Cape Cod League, and they did an aerial photo of this ballpark and how this is literally carved out of the woods, and only maybe 500 yards over your shoulder is the ocean. I mean, but you don't know that, you don't realize that. And it's a spectacular view if you Google that, Sports Illustrated Cotuit aerial photo. I mean, it's a magnificent photo, and it's just like it takes your breath away going, oh my God, look where that ballpark really is. And that's Cape Cod. That's the whole thing about the Cape.
It does, absolutely. Every time I'm here, I'm kind of taken aback because I've only been here a couple of times. Last night, your team put up a pretty good fight, scoring those 5 runs in the 7th inning. Didn't get the win, but did you gain some confidence from that?
I hope so. That's the team that we had the first 6 games. Never give up, battle. And it's a game of mistakes. The less mistakes you make, the better chance you are going to win. We made some mistakes. We made some mental mistakes, we made some physical mistakes, and but that's part of the learning process, and that's where you don't beat them up. You say, okay, you got to learn from those mistakes, and let's not let that happen again. And we had our shots, and that's all you can ask these guys to do is, take your shots. We had an opportunity to win the game late, and that's all a coach can ask his kids to do. And we told the kids that, but we also told the kids, it's starting to be time that some of these guys take a little more accountability of what's going on. Some need to step it up a little bit. It is summer baseball, and I tell them that, but I said it's the Cape Cod League. There's a difference between a summer league, like some over 40 league or our league, and there's a big difference. And I think some guys need to just be woken up a little bit about that.
Well, we'll see if they can get the win today. Thanks a lot for your time, Schiff.
Sure thing, Brandon. Thank you.
That was the Manager's Show, brought to you by the Chatham Bakery on the Anglers Extra pregame show. We continue sending it back to Keith Zubrow.